Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Here we go. We made it to the weekend. Happy Friday. It's KVJ after the show podcast. Yeah, baby.
Podcast.
Yeah. I am excited for this weekend. A lot of good stuff. Going on this weekend.
What you most excited about?
Golly, I am excited about tomorrow. You know, I just, in the fall, Saturdays, I love, man. There's just nothing better. I'm a college football guy. Growing up when I was a kid, Saturdays just were always something. I mean, I never remember Saturdays in the fall not being special.
But if you took off 10 to 15 degrees on top of the coziness of football on Saturday,
Yeah.
how great would that be? Would it get a little cooler?
That is part of it's kind of, cool, but, you know, man, like I said earlier today on the regular show, I love South Florida, so it's like, you know, I'm kind of cool with it being as nice as, you know, the weather is and all that kind of stuff. I love going to some of, like, the SEC games now because their weather's a little bit better. Like, you know, in Ohio, you know, go up for the Buckeye games, you know, they have about maybe like a month. The last month of the football season up there gets a little chill, a little too chilly. So I'm going to experience that. I got 2 games I'm going to in Michigan in November.
Oh, okay.
So, but it gets a little cold up there. In fact, man, my son went to a game they had there last Saturday. I don't know how he did it, but it was like cold and rainy. It was like a monsoon coming down.
That's not fun to me.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I love college football, but I don't love to be cold and wet.
The only way that I could do it would be is if I had if you had a sweatshirt on, you had a poncho, and you were just kind of like, sometimes if you have the right clothing on, getting rained on or wet doesn't bother you. I've been to a couple concerts, I was dressed right, and I'm like going, you know what? Who cares?
I've never been that way. I have hair, girl hair.
Yeah.
No, we do
Even
not.
you ever put a ball cap on and roll with it?
No, I don't wear a ball cap.
Oh, you should. You
don't.
got the look. You'd work a ball cap pretty well, I think.
I don't know. It's not my thing.
I don't think you've ever tried to make it your thing.
I never have.
You don't know?
You know why? I have a tender head, and ball caps, any kind of hat, gives me a headache.
Oh, wow.
Tender head, cold heart.
Yeah. So they say, oh, wow, that's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
My head's tender, too.
I can't wear a ponytail for too long because it starts to give me a headache. I had a bunch of extensions put in my hair.
Yeah.
They had to take them out because it gave me a headache.
Do you like
wow.
your... Do you like
I am a giant vagina when it comes to my scalp. It's super...
That sucks. That's annoying.
Super tender.
Do you like it when it's rubbed and played with and kind of...
My vagina or my scalp?
I guess...
Good question.
Why you're asking, I guess both. Let's talk about both. I get probably your vagina you love.
I do love my vagina.
What about your scalp? Do you like it being rubbed and played with?
Yes, I do. Because it feels like it eases the pain. I feel like I constantly have a sore head.
Oh, that's weird.
Is that weird?
Yeah,
no,
I have it too.
Yeah, some people have that scalp tenderness.
I do. I have scalp tenderness to
Weird.
the extreme. So bad that Magnolia is like, Mom, can I do your hair? And I'm like, no, you can't because it hurts.
Oh, that sucks.
When anybody blow dries my hair, I'm almost in tears.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I don't get a lot of blowouts. 'Cause
Do you like your neck played with
yes.
and kissed?
Oh, well, I like rubbed.
You don't like it kissed?
Kissed is good too in the moment. I mean,
Good or is it awesome or is it like it's whatever? It's nice.
it's super nice if you're in the moment.
Okay. I'm just trying to see where you guys are at.
But like if you're at work and then like the weird guy that works back
No,
in
of
sales
course- no,
is
you don't
rubbing
want-
your neck and
you don't
Pull a
want-
Harvey Weinstein on you.
I didn't say assault. I meant yeah.
Is that your favorite erogenous zone, your neck?
Probably so. I do love my neck. What if you had to pick your top erogenous zone? What would it be?
Ball sack.
Well, now that you're saying it,
Me too.
that is an erogenous zone. Much like Virginia likes her vagina played with. Love the balls touch.
See, Panda does not.
Yeah, look, to each
Panda's
his own.
not a testicle tickler. He does not like it.
Really?
And it's so funny. Like, I can physically see his balls jump up inside his body and kind of disappear if I go to play with him. It's pretty funny.
Well, it might be how you're playing with him. If you're going in just all hands and all heart.
No,
Okay.
I come in gentle.
All right, that's good.
I try to come in light because I know his balls are
The tender
afraid.
touch.
His balls are afraid of me.
Just like you're playing the piano and you don't want to wake anybody up. Oh, so lightly. Oh, so tender.
Where am I playing this piano when people are sleeping?
I'm just giving a shorthand, an example.
Sounds sexy.
Got an email here from our buddy Dan Dosky. He said,
I love Dan.
yeah.
Dan came out last weekend to the Puerto Rico drive that we were doing, raising goods for Puerto Rico.
Yep.
Brought a bunch of stuff, and then his wife, Trisha, went over there and worked. Like, it was her job. Packing up supplies, lifting boxes onto the truck. Like, she was awesome.
Oh, he's great people. You've heard
Great
the
people.
story about the. We always, every time we laugh that we see him. When he used to work at a car dealership, and myself and the Mexican Queen went and did a test drive with him, and the Queen started running errands. And I didn't even know this was going on either. And we were.
She's picking up her dry cleaning, and Dan's like, what's going on?
Yeah, and like Kim popped in to pick up our taxes. And I look back at him like, dude, I don't know what's going on either.
This
He's
is a
like,
multitasking woman right now. Don't question
we
it.
both were like captive. He was like our captive like the entire day. He's like, and it was before Volkswagen did those, those test drive commercials where the people were driving on a road trip and the guy's sitting in the back.
You can't say anything.
He's like, you did the original. I'm like, yeah, no, you're right. He was just like, he was all confused. And I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. I don't get it either.
The Queen gets it done. She
does.
multitasks to a science.
She laughs about it. She's like, I don't know what I was doing. I got in my mode and just like popping here. And I'm like, you realize we had a guy, an employee in the back, and that wasn't our car. No.
She don't care.
No. Just kept going.
Dan, just shut up and take it.
Yeah, he's just chilling in the back. I'm like, I don't know, dude. Yeah, Dan has been great. He does a lot of baseball stuff at Phipps Park. And, my son Cannon, he had been in baseball for a little while, and it wasn't settling with him well. And he didn't want to play anymore. And I've been through it, and I don't want to be those dads.
No, you don't want to be pushy.
And so it kind of like looked like we were going to have an opportunity. We knew some people over at Phipps Park. It was a little bit more laid back than the other place that we had been playing. And so we went in, and Dan did a great job of just bringing Cannon in the first time he was there, because I'm like, this could go – you got one shot. This goes one of two different ways.
Dan's from New Orleans.
Yeah, he got the hospitality. Yeah,
he knows how to talk to people.
Yeah, and he brought him in, and he made Cannon feel great. And he's
Then what the fuck happened to you?
I know how to talk to everybody but you.
That's not good for me. I mean,
that's not good.
Doesn't matter. That's my perspective. Then go fuck yourself.
It's not good for you.
Off the mic, I'm lovely to you.
You are, especially when we're coming back from a Blue Martini event
on the
on a
tri-rail.
train.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Off the mic, sober, I'm lovely.
Yeah, no, you're. If I'm
on Tuesday,
if I'm sober and she's real drunk, it's not good.
No,
for me at least.
Yeah, no, you got to.
Everyone else fucking love it. It's great. Oh, love drunk Virginia. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Well, that just tells you need to drink and keep up with me.
No, then it'll be a fight. Like, you fucking touch me. You're not my wife. It'd be terrible.
Yeah, so anyway, good people. And his email said here, the next sass or salt bestseller, fish sticks and carrots. I loved Kevin's impression of Jaybird's dad, Randy, providing fatherly advice about coming hard.
Again, let me go ahead and just say that all came out wrong when I was telling that story.
It came out wrong.
I have a great father who I'm very close with. I love you, Dad.
Chelsea sent an email here. Said, hey, I'm planning my bachelorette party. My maid of honor lives in Prague, so planning is left up to me. I live in Orlando, but we're going to be renting an Airbnb in Jupiter or West Palm, and I need some things to do. I'm 100% renting a Pond Tiki, but other than that, I got no idea what to do. Hell, you're a step ahead of me. Where you can get a Pond Tiki. That's awesome.
Jupiter.
What's that? Is that Pond Tiki the thing I went on with Bigfoot?
Yes.
That thing is awesome, Kev, because you get about, I think, 6 to 8 people. No more than that. They provide, I believe, a keg on there. You drive all through the Jupiter Inlet.
Oh, they got one on the back of Guanabanas,
They
don't
do,
they?
yeah.
It's a really fun time, especially if you go in the evening.
It's a tiki bar on a boat.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And it was rather affordable. It was only me and him paying for it. Now I was like, oh, this is not. They take you around bars at Jupiter.
Instead of
I love it.
Instead of pontoon,
Yeah.
Pond Tiki.
Oh, I love it.
It's a Pond pontoon boat with a tiki bar built onto it.
It was me and Bigfoot, and then just the guy driving us around, and it totally
That's
looked
weird.
like we were just getting ready to bang on the boat.
You're on a man date.
We were. Oh,
it's
yeah.
romantic.
It was. I had a great time.
These girls, it's going to be fun because you're coming down to a fun area. If you're already pontikiing at Guanabanas,
Yeah.
you've got so much right there in walking distance. I love that stretch right there in Jupiter.
So yeah, it's one of the best, and with Michael Jordan's restaurant going to be opening up there.
It's not going to be ready yet, but that's coming.
She's coming in April.
Oh, April.
Yeah.
My friend Steven from Top Chef is a big part of that.
Oh,
He's
really?
one of the
Okay.
culinary advisors, so I'll ask him if they'll be open by April. But even if they're not, you've got schooners, you've got Utiki, you've got coral cones, you've got the brand new Jupiter mini golf right down the
Okay.
street. Everything's in walking distance. You can literally get a hotel room right there at the Jupiter Beach Resort, and you
Cool.
can walk to all of that. We're really against drinking and driving. No one should ever drink and drive. So drinking and walking is awesome.
That's a good suggestion.
Stay in that little Jupiter area. If you're already doing the Pontiki, you're setting yourself up for a great little day, great little area.
That's definitely something to check out. I'm trying to think of what else is going on around here in April. But I think you're going to find enough stuff up around that area to keep you busy.
End of April, going into May, you got Sunfest.
It's true.
So look and see what those dates are.
Definitely an option. Okay, and got this from Samantha. Need your best tips. I'm going to be flying from Lauderdale to Columbus, Ohio, going to Gallipolis for the Bob Evans Farm Festival. All right, baby.
Bob Evans. You talk mac and cheese, Bob Evans? Restaurant?
Bob Evans has a farm. If you're from Ohio, Southern Ohio especially, Bob Evans. Bob Evans down on the farm. They had a farm, and they'd open up countrified restaurants. I think they might have a place in Port St. Lucie.
They do.
And it's kind of like a Cracker Barrel, kind of like feel a little bit more Midwest, where I'd say Cracker Barrel's a little bit more Southeast, but you're going to be able to get your sausage breakfast kind of meals.
I buy Bob Evans mac and cheese all the time.
Yeah.
They have that. I believe he's got a mashed potato out as well.
Probably. I know as a kid, you would buy the big sausage packs. It was Bob Evans. That's all we had was Bob Evans sausage.
They love a biscuits and gravy, I bet.
Yeah, we'd have that. That's a very Southern thing, too, though. So
They've
they
got a
love
very
biscuits,
cheesy
gravy.
mac and cheese. He puts a lot in there. It's good.
Okay, yeah, they do pretty solid stuff. So you know what the small town weekend is all about, Kev. Going to be going hanging out with my high school buddies. Yeah, Gallipolis was a school that we played from where I was in Logan.
You kicked their ass, man.
When I was in high school, we were the two best teams in the league. So yeah, my high school years, it was kind of back and forth. They were good. I've been to Gallipolis a couple times. Anyway, flying back Monday. You guys travel a lot. What are your must-have items for the flight? Airport tips, germaphobe tips. I'm traveling with my 11-year-old son who loves small-town Ohio. Just thought it'd be fun to hear y'all's trip tips because each year are very different travelers. Yeah, I've been traveling a lot more lately, trying to get out and do some fun stuff in my life before I kick it. One thing that I do, I have a couple things that I do. I always make sure that I download good podcasts. I make sure I've got the latest songs that I want to hear. So I've got music, I've got audio to listen to. I also will make sure that if there's any cool shows on my DVR or movies that I want to watch that I haven't seen yet, I'll see if they're downloadable from Xfinity. Also going to Netflix now. Netflix offers a lot of shows that you can download. So I do those options, and a lot of times I'll even have a book. So that's always my entertainment options on a flight.
Yeah, if I have to fly, I always download about 30 of Virginia's Dirt of the Days, and they just make me go right to sleep.
If you're traveling with children, bring Benadryl. That's what I always do.
Really? Okay, you drug your children.
What's that one drug? Someone just told me if you're looking for a safe drug to try to give to somebody that's not addictive, what's the one where you take it and it's for flying when you get kind of weird head stuff. If you say the name of it, I'll know it.
Dramamine.
Dramamine. I heard if you take Dramamine before you go to bed, and if you don't want to do all the prescription pills over the counter, half a Dramamine, try that, and you'll go to sleep within an hour, and you don't feel groggy the next day. If you're struggling with sleeping. Our doctor told us that.
Oh,
Dr. Murphy.
Dr. Murphy.
Yeah.
She is legit.
Because I have sleep issues, and she said, "Why don't you try Dramamine? Take it an hour before you go to bed, and that might be for you."
Dr. Murphy gave me Xanax. That works.
Really? I get fucking Dramamine. You get Xanax? What am I doing wrong?
Membership, habits, and privileges,
Oh
man.
shit! She sells Dramamine. I didn't know.
All you have to do is say, "Hey, I need some Xanax," and Murphy will hook it up.
No, I don't need it.
You need Xanax.
No, I really do not need Xanax.
You just need it like a controlled Pez dispenser
I'm-
where you have to come and ask for it one pill at a time.
I just feel like Xanax can be some problems for some people.
It can, yes, because it can be abused.
Well, you really can't drink on it. I know people, oh, Burr, shut the fuck up. You can't. One beer on Xanax makes you feel like you've had 4.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous.
I only use Xanax now to relax at the end of the night and go to bed.
Well, yeah. I mean, but that's
But some people take it and like get out and about and function, and it's just not good.
yeah.
For me, it's not.
You'll get an email from somebody say, oh no, Xanax can work for some people, but I just think it's a dangerous trap if you're not careful. That's all.
Them pills.
Them pills.
Gotta watch them pills. Traveling, other things that I do, I always make sure I got charger, make sure I got headphones. I usually wear the cargo shorts because it's easier to put more stuff in. I wear flip-flops because when you still got to take your shoes off, you go through the line a lot quicker. And that's about it. That's the only flying stuff I have.
You get reflective when you're flying? Like you think about a lot of shit in your life?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of time. Yeah, it depends.
I learned this trick from a lady that I was traveling with a few years ago. If you wear a crown that says "It's my birthday," everybody buys you free drinks on the airplane. I haven't done it yet, but this lady had it down to a science, and it was awesome. Everybody was buying her drinks. She didn't pull her wallet out once.
Mm-hmm. Not once, huh?
No. Priorities, Kev.
Let me see here. Got an email from Justin here. Said, yeah, I was in Tampa a few years ago, and I ran into this guy. Used to have a show there, MJ. His name's Todd Schnitt. Anyway, I brought up the KVJ show, and let me tell you, the words he used to describe Virginia were not pretty.
Well, that little sawed-off motherfucker can kiss my ass. I don't like that little bitch. He looks like little orphan Annie. He has no benefit to society whatsoever. If he was on fire, I would not put him out with my period blood.
She was called a sewer rat from the bowels of a truck stop toilet and a largemouth pussy fish, amongst others.
Bring it. Come say it to my face, you little hoe.
LOL.
Say it to my face.
I'm sure V would love to hear more about her best friend from Tampa, who now lives in New York City. By the way, I made all this up. I just enjoy Virginia getting all riled up. Thanks, Kev.
Did you just how did this happen?
My grandmother, it's so funny. My grandmother listens to the station he's on.
Yeah.
And when I go up to visit, when I go up to visit her in New York, she would talk about radio because that's our little thing. You know, she loves radio.
Yeah.
I love talking about radio. And she loved that station for years and years. And then they added Todd Schnitt
Yeah.
to the lineup, the former MJ. And
That's his real name?
Todd Schnitt, yeah.
Todd Schnitt's his real name.
He was doing the Schnitt show for a while, and then they paired him with I can't remember who it was, an old sports guy.
My grandmother's like, I hate this guy. I don't understand why they even added him. He's awful. He's terrible. So I looked it up. I'm like, Grandma, I hate him too. He's awful. He's terrible. We had run-ins with him when we were with Clear Channel because he came into our building causing all kinds of drama. I mean, for a man that's 4 feet tall, he certainly makes a mess like a 7 foot tall man.
When he was on in Tampa, yeah, he went off on us and said we were stealing bits from him, and I'd never heard his show, so I'm like
steal
going,
shit from you,
No,
you little midge.
You know how it goes on radio. So,
uh-uh.
everyone thinks they invented everything. Meanwhile, everyone comes to the same conclusion. If something's impossible pop culture, it's very easy to come up with the same type of bits. It really
You
is.
in California can come up with the same bit that I come up with in Florida on the same day just because it's kind of a no-brainer.
I mean, comedians get all bent out of shape too. And if you have proof of someone blatantly ripping your shit off, I get that. But there's just some subjects that you're going to come to the same punchline on some shit. It's just the truth.
Yeah, it was kind of odd just because, I mean, he was only on in Tampa, and I'm like, it had no effect on West Palm. I'm like, why was his audience in Tampa give a shit about a show whether or not they did steal?
and why is he coming for us?
Well, because an audience, especially if he's got a little bit more of an aggressive approach on things. I've never heard his shit, so I don't know. But
Yeah.
if he fires up his people, I know those kind of shows. They love to go after other shows. They love to rip them apart. They love to call them, thieves. Opie and Anthony's crew, back when they had the Opie and Anthony show. I mean, they ripped us apart before. Their audience loves it. They feed off of it.
Well,
They call them
bring
pests.
it. Bring it.
I don't-
Nobody's scared of you, schnit.
I mean, the worst they can do is they go after your social media and they say terrible things. But I've already lived through the Howard Stern one.
I've
already
it.
heard every horrible thing about me and my family. They want me to die of AIDS. They want my family to die of AIDS.
They want Rocco to be born with a birth defect. We get it.
No
We get
talent,
it.
not
We've
funny.
heard the worst of the worst. You don't scare us.
I kind of really don't think you could say anything to me now.
You can.
that I haven't fucking heard.
Well, do you remember he then came to, because we were both with Clear Channel, he came over to Wild when we were over there. Remember he came in the studio and was just nice as pie, and I was just like, yeah, I was like, okay.
No,
I'm like,
I
dude,
wasn't
like,
buying it.
You were trashing us like how long ago?
That's the
No.
worst kind of person.
I don't buy
Right.
The
that.
person that acts like they're your friend and hey, buddy, and then as soon as you walk out, they're stabbing you in the back. That's the worst type.
Well, I called him Little Orphan Annie because it's got like a red fro, and he didn't like that very much.
I mean, I get that. I mean, did we? Okay, hold on. Let's at least go. Did we start this? Just
No,
all right, just making
no,
sure.
he started it. But if you're
No,
gonna
Justin started it. He's the one that sent the email knowing that Virginia's going to take the bait.
I
Man,
totally
did
took
she?
it.
Holy
I
shit!
took it.
I believe the quote at the end. I heard something about period blood. I don't know. It was a little rough.
I was ready to drive to New York.
Yeah, I wrote the next email is going to be about the countless times I've seen Jaybird checking out male genitalia in the racetrack's bathrooms and how he keeps asking to be cock humiliated.
That's I know that. I think this guy's wrote into the show before. He always makes
has,
up
yeah.
shit. He does like
You like to look at dick at the gas station?
I don't. I really don't.
I do.
Well, you also like to put out. You like to talk about your period blood. So I don't know.
I would take out a tampon and
All right.
slap Todd Schnitt in the face with it.
All right.
Fun. All right, we're going to be posting this up on our social media for people to see. We went through and did the getting to know you questions with everybody on the show. And Suits came and talked to me. You know, he does the night show on WRMF, which is awesome. He's 21 and
He's killing it.
yeah, he's great. I mean, he's like in his prime now. I mean, the kid can drink. He's shed a bunch of lbs. He's looking fantastic. The ladies just want to dance on his dick. He's going to be going to Universal for the first
Oh,
time.
man, dancing on his dick. I mean, that
Yeah.
might be painful.
I mean, wouldn't you like that though?
I don't know. I'm just picturing a girl doing like the salsa
She's
dance.
very,
on my,
very skinny. She's light. She's not a big girl dancing on your dick.
He's got a lot of stuff going for him. It's just fantastic. And so he's going to be going to Universal this weekend. He's doing those broadcasts, you know, where you go up there and go to their studios. And
Oh, we used to do those back in the day.
yeah, we did. Yeah, we stopped doing them, one, because we were uninvited.
Well,
and,
we're too much. We
and
cost
then
too
yeah.
much.
Well, and we went up that one time. The last time we did it, and the show crashed, and we had to go to Best Of, and I'm like, never again. So that was the last time. But yeah, it's all fun for Suits.
We're
so.
divas.
So going to have Denny's take over the KVJ TV. You're going to bring Suits in here. 10 questions, getting to know Suits.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like this.
Time to get to know him. I answered the questions earlier.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, Suits.
Hello, Mr.
Glad to be
Suits.
here.
How are you? Beard
Good.
looking on point.
Oh, thank you.
Are you ready for your Journey performance tonight on stage at Blue Martini Boca?
Oh, yeah.
Will we get something different? Will we get a B-side from Suits tonight?
Journey B-side. I don't know. Everybody seems to love Don't Stop Believing. I
Well,
could do a little
maybe-
Wheel in the Sky, though.
It doesn't have to be Journey. It doesn't have to be. You can do whatever you want. Do a different song.
Bring out a little Billy Joel.
Whatever you want.
I still think you should do Journey, but
Oh, I agree.
add something.
Yeah.
Don't take away.
No, I'm not
Add.
saying take away. I would add something.
All right, yeah, I'll do a second one.
All right.
Would Worlds Apart work for a Journey song? Here we stand, worlds apart, hearts broken into.
Kevin.
That's
another
Separate Ways,
bad
isn't it?
idea.
Nah, Separate Ways, Worlds Apart. Yeah, that's the name of the song.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say I don't think I do all
Feeling
Journey.
that it's gone.
I'll shake it up a little bit. Maybe
Shake
We Are the
it
Do
World.
not listen to We Are the World. He gives the worst advice.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna take karaoke advice from Kevin.
Definitely don't take it from Jaybird. He's like, yeah, We Are the World, crush it.
No, that's a man. That's a man.
He
Look,
always encourages you, pushes you right out there, yeah.
no, that's so not what I
Do
do.
not
This
bounce
is
your
again-
karaoke
this
ideas
Is that
off
how it
him.
went down?
No, this is
Yeah, it's
fake
that
news.
one. I'm like, what do you
Kevin,
think?
he was like all excited. Hey, what about We Are the World? I never seen Kevin get that excited about anything. I'm like, shit, Kevin's excited. Yeah, sure, man, we'll do it. Thinking he knows the words to it. We get out there, motherfucker didn't even realize we sang the chorus.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is a flat, kind of boring song.
We
yeah.
opened with
Oh,
that.
it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. You know what? Everybody makes mistakes.
We do. Let's stop turning on each other.
But you don't want to be too predictable and do the exact same songs every
I
week,
hear
too.
you.
I mean, people
I-
be like,
you're
oh,
right.
here we go
Absolutely.
again.
I feel like you should have a signature song and then mix it up every week.
Okay. All right, well, here we go. Getting to know Suits. Question 1. What would happen in your perfect day?
That one's pretty simple. Honestly, I just be on a cruise,
Okay.
preferably with somebody special.
Yeah.
Down the road, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little
Get a
day at
little
sea,
cruise
romantic.
head.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's nothing wrong with cruise head.
Or at least a cruise handgy, a little hand job.
I'll take
Yeah.
any of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be on a cruise either.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
true.
Suits, you're adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. You could have anyone as a dinner guest. Who would it be and why?
I'd probably have to just go with Jeff Gordon just because I'm such a huge fan. And it's kind of two worlds for me because, I love the whole racing side of it. And he's also a broadcaster, which is what I really want to do. So it would just be kind of cool to pick his brain on that stuff,
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
I like that. Your career progress pick.
What is one quality or ability you would like to have right now?
There's some people I see that just like, they can start a conversation with anybody and then they just like automatically are just so into them. It's like they're
Yeah.
charismatic to a point where
Right.
everybody loves them instantly. I love that. And I'm not, sometimes I'm too shy with stuff like that. I almost get nervous kind of like bringing that out.
Drink up,
Eh,
kid.
oh, that'll definitely. You can't tease a man like that.
I know,
I know.
Give him a beer.
There you are, I'll take it back.
Oh, Suits, take
Oh,
it
yeah.
down.
Cheers. I don't think I'm drunk yet.
Chug,
Do you want me to
chug,
chug?
chug.
No,
Yeah.
Go down.
no, he's in a suit.
No. Don't listen to him about karaoke. Don't listen to her about drinking.
You're all a bunch of bad influences. I will drink, though.
Very nice.
Oh, shit. Oh, here it comes. It's coming, Suits.
Oh, here we go.
Get
There's some
it,
more.
Suits. Get it,
Oh,
Suits.
phone there.
Oh, wow. This is great. Everybody's drinking but Kevin.
I know.
Boy Scout.
Dude, you're doing it right. Just keep that in mind. Don't listen
There's
to
nothing
this.
fun about doing it right.
Don't ever listen to this side of the table.
Oh, don't worry. I've done it wrong for many years. What is your most treasured memory?
Treasured memory. I had to go back a few years ago. I was always very close to my grandmother. And before she passed away on her last birthday, we had the whole family together. And it was such a fun night because it had been a really bad day leading up to that. And we all just sat down, and my family's got some real crazy fucked up stories from our past and stuff like that, and going down that memory lane. And it was
Yeah.
just such a fun night. Everybody was laughing, enjoying it. It was awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
It was a fun day. That one really sticks out to me in my memory.
That's why family's great because everybody, I think, pretty much has the same thing. Family's involved with your best memories.
Unless you
Yeah.
hate your family.
Yeah.
Dad, you're a dick.
Oh.
Damn.
Sometimes.
Don't try to get too deep.
For what in your life do you feel most grateful for, Suits?
It's kind of weird. Like, I don't want to be cliche with anything like that, but
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like health in a way, just because when I look at where I was a year ago, I was overweight. I wasn't even comfortable in my own skin and everything. And I look at the way I feel now and how different it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice feeling to look in the mirror and be comfortable. And I really do. I am very grateful for that feeling because
That's
it's something I
cool.
have not had.
Good. That's awesome.
good.
So I really, it's a little cliche, but that's what I got.
Your answer question is inspiring over here. I like it.
I try to inspire as many people as possible when I'm not drunk.
What is the greatest accomplishment of your young life so far, Suits?
Well, KVJ show, right?
All right.
I'm actually serious, though. I'm on the radio at 21. You got to take that's
No,
pretty
that is,
awesome.
honestly,
Yeah.
that is very cool.
I'm 44. I said the same thing.
Yeah, to be doing what you're doing at the age you're doing, to have your
Yeah.
own night show.
It's pretty awesome,
In
man.
this size market at that age, it's great.
Agreed.
Yeah, I got a lot of good stuff, man. Tell you what, future looks bright.
Oh, thank you.
When did you last cry in front of another person or by yourself?
I tend to be kind of emotional.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
Yeah, no, that's right now.
You're talking to Jaybird the bitch.
I do though.
You've got a lot. Sorry to interrupt you, Suits, but you've got a
take
lot
your
of.
time.
You're calling me that? Okay.
I think it was. I saw a piece on. It was a NASCAR piece, but there was a Hendrick Motorsports plane crash.
Okay.
That was like, and I've seen the story a million times. Every time I see anything like that, news, anything, I always get. It's not like I'm bawling, but I get choked up very easily like that, which is why I probably couldn't be a news anchor. Because every time there'd be something sad, I'd probably start.
Hey, I wonder how those stone-hearted anchors do it.
I think I would laugh on like not meaning to. I sometimes it's something so horrific, I tend to laugh only because it's kind of like a security mechanism. I don't know.
That would be horrifying.
There's a whole YouTube of people laughing during horrible things.
Really?
News people, yeah. Something happens and they fuck up.
Share an embarrassing moment in your life.
I've told you guys this one. I've actually told this one on the air, but it was just so like mortifying when I first went to work out with Kevin's trainer.
Yeah.
And I couldn't handle it. I had no food in my system, and he told me to go to Publix and get a sub. Mm-hmm. And I just projectile vomited all over the deli counter. I had no warning. I was standing there, and there was a line behind me too, so everybody saw it. And the woman is like trying to get my order, and she's messing it up, and I can't talk because I'm like ready to throw up. And I didn't even feel it coming though, and I just went to talk, and I was like, "No, I'll take the blah," and it went everywhere. And I'm a very loud vomiter. I don't know why. Yeah. So it was this loud gag, and then the bathroom was on the other side of the Publix. So I'm trying to go. I'm leaving like a trail behind me. At 10 minutes of just this loud projection.
You can't go back.
No, I left the sub at the counter. I never went back to. I just disappeared. I will never go back in the Publix on PJ Boulevard again. Gone.
That's awesome.
Get it. Okay, if a crystal ball could tell you anything about your life, what would you want to know and why?
I think I'd kind of like to see, where this whole career thing's going. Does this work out in the way I want it to,
Makes sense.
20, 30 years from now, those goals that I have, does that actually play out? Or, because it would be nice to know at this point so I can shift anything if I needed to. That would be really awesome to see that because it's just so early in my career I could change all that stuff.
Yeah, pivot. You haven't committed too long.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What will the world... no, wait, I'm sorry. And I only got one more question, sorry. Do you have an idea of how you're going to die?
I'd like it to be peaceful, but I don't know why I feel like it's going to be a car accident.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
I've always had, when I'm driving, the accidents always happen in front of me. I've been working here for 3 years, and 3 times a car has flipped over me right in front of me on I-95. It's like, I just feel like, okay, this is some kind of weird omen. This stuff
At least you go out like Dale Sr.
That's true. It's true.
It didn't even look like that bad of a crash, Kev. I don't know if you know, but I was there.
I heard.
I may have heard that a time or two.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, was Virginia at that thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, Virginia was there.
I don't know if you know, but I was there when Dale Earnhardt Sr. died, Jay Bird.
I mean, I have not heard that story 19 fucking times.
It didn't look that bad, Jay Bird.
Oh, my God. How many times have we heard that? Oh, my God.
Word of advice, when somebody flips over in front of you, too, and you help them out of the car, don't ask if they're okay. They get really mad and start cursing you out.
Really?
What are you supposed to say to the guy? I asked him if he was all right, and he's like, what the fuck do you think?
He's going through
no.
it.
No. He's an asshole. If you ask somebody if they're okay after a car crash, that's the right thing to ask them.
I thought so.
Fuck that guy.
He had blood all over his face, but still, what are you going to say?
Well,
Virginia
you should have given him more blood.
She don't
punch him in the face after his rollover?
Yeah.
Nah, she
what
don't
a
get it.
Dick.
She don't get it.
Do you know who was in that car, Virginia?
Todd Schnitt.
Yeah.
One can wish.
He was on fire, and she would not use her blood.
She's driving away.
Help, Virginia, I'm on fire. Are you on the rag?
Sorry, you're Schnitt out of luck.
No. All right.
I'm stealing this beer.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Take it. Enjoy it. That's for you, pumpkin.
Party's underway. Continues tonight. Cocktails and karaoke. Got to be at the Blue Martini Boca Town Center Mall. See y'all out there.
Pre-game. I'm doing a little pre-game at Main Bar in Boca.
Mm-hmm.
Get your pink extensions with me starting at 5:30. Free pink champagne.
Oh.
Free rosé wine, all pink.
Rosé.
Mm-hmm. And I will make sure that all of us get safely to Blue Martini because I've got a driver standing by and we'll order more Lyft. So
Okay.
nobody drinks and drives. We'll get to Blue Martini Boca safe from Main Bar.
Cool. Bamboozle tomorrow, and then Virginia out at Oktoberfest on Sunday. See all the events we got coming up, and then we're going to be doing this weekend. Just go to the KVJ Show Facebook page. You guys have a great weekend. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.